What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Laura Branigan. Once again, big shout out to Scott. And we're going to continue going through the best of Branigan, a compilation of her greatest hits. And this one is called The Power of Love. It's a phrase I feel like I've heard, but I may have just heard it in any number of different contexts. It feels like a general enough phrase that it might have shown up in some different places, so I may not have heard the song before, even though the phrase does sound familiar, but it speaks to the power of that particular emotion and what it can make people do, the way it can make people think, the way it can alter their behavior, sometimes irrationally, sometimes perhaps with a more measured approach, but ultimately love is a very powerful motivator and it's a very powerful mover in the world of human affairs. Now, you could say it's not just romantic love that is like that, like familial love. People will go to great lengths, even at self-sacrifice, to express or to uphold the love that they have for someone if that person happens to be in a tough spot or needs assistance. So I wonder if this is going to be more toward the romantic side of love and the way that it can, again, totally change someone's life and make them focus on a person they didn't even know as recently as a few weeks ago or whatever. Suddenly their entire world can be turned upside down. And that is the power of love. It's the power of this emotion that once it really takes root, it's more like you're along for the ride rather than you being the complete, rational controller of that feeling. So let's find out what Laura has to say about it. This is The Power of Love from her Best of Branigan compilation. And once again, shout out to Scott for sharing this and other Branigan we've yet to get to.
The whisper in the morning, lovers sleeping tight, is rolling by like thunder now, as I look in your eyes. I hold on to your body and feel each move you make. Your voice is warm and tender now, a love that I could not forsake, 'cause I'm your lady. And you are my man.
I think I heard this.
Whenever you reach for me, I'll do all that I can, even though there may be times I seem so far away. Don't ever wonder where I am, 'cause I am always by your side. I'm your lady.
Like that. Like the scratch in her voice though.
Whenever you reach for me, I'll do all that I can. We're heading for somewhere I've never been.
Her voice is crazy.
Sometimes I
feel like her voice is like a tsunami. Like I'm swept away when I'm listening. Like I mean, she's still like just belting out right to the end. It's like making me emotional. It's interesting because the chorus of that one does feel familiar. I've clearly heard that on the background, whether at my work or somewhere else before. But other parts of it, including sort of the progression of the latter like third, where she just gets to this other level vocally, that I don't remember hearing before because I definitely would remember that. So clearly I heard, you know, an early, like one of the first couple renderings of the chorus at some point in the background. But yeah, amazing, like incredible. I want to talk about the synth bass, a couple parts it was really standing out, and the sort of artistic nature of the composition. It was sort of just little like accent sonic touches here and there, different elements. But I like can't think about anything else but that vocal performance. It's like, oh, like I'm liking the scratch of her voice, and by the end it's like this just raspy, just like a cannon of a voice. Like I can't even believe what I just heard. So yeah, incredible. Like the craziest vocal performance of all the songs so far. And like, you know, I feel like I've commented on the power of her voice in every track so far, but that was like next level. So yeah, like I said, I may have heard that before, but hearing the full thing was like, by the end I could not even believe what was happening. I'm still like, I'm stunned, I'm babbling. So yeah, shout out to Laura, shout out to Scott for sharing this. Lots more Branigan to go. Do let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.